Hey friends, we are outside on the porch today because I have a surprise to show you guys. Bruno! Hi Bruno! So this is our new puppy, Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno.
If you watched one of our last videos, we recently unfortunately lost our dog, our family pet Jake, and we were really sad. He had unfortunately a lot of cancer and finally just got to the point where it was more kind to put him down than to have him keep suffering. And so we were really devastated by that. But really just, God ordained an amazing situation came across where some people who lived really close to us had some dogs dumped at their place. And apparently the mom or the female dog was pregnant. And so, unfortunately, they were really kind to take in these two dogs that just had gotten dumped and ended up instead with a litter of puppies. Let me get down where you can see him better. So from that situation, they really didn't know what to do with so many puppies. They did not, what family needs like 8 dogs? Some do, and I have no judgment for you. If you have 8 dogs, more power to you. But I know a family like ours, we already have 5 kids. We don't need 8 dogs. And so their family was in the same situation where they had, taken in some rescue dogs and did not intend to suddenly have not 2, but 8. And so instead we were just thrilled that we would love to take a puppy. It was perfect timing and they were right down the street from us. I mean, it was really a cool situation that it just fell into our laps that way. So based on the 2 dogs that got dumped, it looked like the parents are probably like what we would guess a Great Pyrenees and an Anatolian Shepherd. Now we got to see all of Bruno's litter mates when we went and picked him up. And that would be a really good guess in my book because they had some siblings that were just the pure white of a typical Great Pyrenees. He honestly has pretty similar markings to a lot of Great Pyrenees. And then he also had litter mates that looked spot on Anatolian Shepherd. And so I think that was a really great guess. From that, we're guessing he's gonna be a big boy because Great Pyrenees, especially a male, can be well over 100 pounds. So we're probably guessing 120, maybe even a little bit more. He is a little bit small for his age. When we picked him up, he was kind of wormy. That's fairly typical of country dogs. When we live out in the country like this, some people don't worm their dogs, take, the quality of care that city people like us take of their dogs. We like our dogs to be on, heartworm preventatives, dewormed if ever we find worms in their poo. We want to make sure that they are tip-top health because they're pets and they live in the house. And I would like them to be really clean and parasite free if they're going to be sharing the space with my kids. Did you move your bed so you'd be more comfortable? Did you move your bed? Oh, you're such a sweet boy. But now that he is parasite free, we are seeing him gain weight rapidly. So I think he's going to catch up and be probably at least 100 pounds when he's full grown. But with big, large breed dogs like this, it's not a quick growth. So he probably won't be full size until he's over 1, sometimes even close to 2 for these really large breeds like a Great Pyrenees. We are absolutely loving him though. He is the sweetest and really very calm and chill for a puppy. He's only 2 months old right now, so barely old enough to be away from mom. Hi. But he is sweet as can be. He loves the kids, which is always our big thing, is we want to make sure that every pet that we get, every livestock even that we get, is really, really safe for our kids to be around. And he has been amazing with the kids. Yes, you're good with the kiddos.
He sure loves you guys.
The name is Bruno.
Are you gonna take a nap while the kids play?
So I also have to tell you guys how hilarious it is that Bruno is a Great Pyrenees Anatolian Shepherd cross, because those are livestock guardian dogs. And sweet Bruno here does not have a guardian bone in his body. He is terrified of the animals. So when we first brought him home, he would just cower in fear, hiding from the animals. I mean, any chance he got. Even chickens he was very scared of. So we had to laugh that the poor thing is not going to be a livestock guardian dog for sure. He's going to be a family pet. But we have finally gotten him to at least not run away whenever the sheep are in the backyard and he needs to go out to go to the bathroom. So, you know, progress, baby steps. So most of our YouTube content is just sharing our life with you guys, and we love that. But every once in a while, I do feel like I get to, step up on my soapbox a little bit, because I do have an audience. And so forgive me if this is not for you, but it just felt worth sharing in light of Bruno's situation. I think that there's a real misunderstanding among some people that dogs, especially dogs that are really high energy, that enjoy being outside, that if that dog is not fitting into your life, a good solution is to leave it out in the country somewhere. And I don't know where that misconception has come from. No, we don't need to bite. But a whole lot of dogs get dumped out in the country. And so, I mean, there must be a belief there that they're taken care of, or they would enjoy that. I don't know what the belief there is. But there are so many dogs that get dumped in the country, and I just want you guys to know that what's actually happening whenever a dog gets dumped is one of two things. So, Bruno. So there are a lot of people out in the country who love animals, and so when a dog gets dumped, they adopt that dog, they feed that dog, they might try to find it a new home where it can be a pet again. But they're going to work hard to take care of it. And that's awesome. I think the misconception maybe comes from those people, because they are taking care of dogs. And so people sometimes think, I can just dump this dog. I know that somebody nice will come find it, take care of it, and then it's not my problem anymore. But I need you to understand that probably the majority of people who live out in the country, and especially those who have livestock, when they see a dog that has gotten dumped, they kind of have two responses. Either they're going to ignore it because that's not my problem. I can't feed more mouths. Farmers don't have a ton of money on, for the most part. Most farmers work in high volume where they have, 400 head of sheep. And the way that they make money is, a little bit of money on each sheep, but you have 400 of them. So you can make enough to get by. So most farmers don't have enough money for them to say, it's just one more animal. I can take care of that. I can feed it. No big deal. Most farmers look at that and say, that's another mouth and it doesn't provide me any income. I can't feed that. I can't afford it. And so most of the time, people who see an animal that gets dumped in the country are going to ignore it. They're going to drive on by. They're going to close the gate, whatever. They're going to hope that someone will come back and take care of their animal, but they're not going to go out of their way to take care of it themselves. The other option is far worse, because for a lot of farmers that have livestock, when they see that dog that got dumped, what they're thinking is that's another predator. Already we have to protect our goats from things like coyotes, and so we have really good fencing. But when I see a dog that's running down the road, especially a big dog, especially a dog that's attacking the fence looking like it wants to get to my animals, my thought is not, oh no, that poor baby got dumped. My thought is, my animals are in danger. And so the reaction, we never have that problem where I live, thankfully. But I can very easily see that farmers who have a lot of livestock and have large dogs, especially, that get dumped, even small dogs can do a lot of damage to smaller animals like chickens or ducks. And so any dogs or cats, because cats are also predators, that get dumped out in the country, I need you guys to understand, they typically meet a fate that they do not deserve. Because farmers out here are looking out for their livestock. And so they're going to do what needs to be done to protect their animals. So I know that that does not apply to most of you people listening. And so my apologies for being up on my soapbox. It makes me so sad that there are so many animals that get dumped out in the country. And I don't know if that's just people, washing their hands. That's not my problem anymore. I can drop them off and pretend like they're going to have a good life. Or if they've realized the fate that they've left their animal to. But it is really devastating to see the number of animals that get dumped out in the country. And so I would beg of you, find alternate solutions if you have a family pet that you can't have anymore. I know that there are a lot of reasons that people have to get rid of their pets, and so I don't have judgment for you there, but I would just ask that you try to find a solution that really keeps their interests in mind. Please don't just dump them. They deserve better than that. So I'll get off my soapbox now. Sorry if that didn't apply to you guys. It just, it hurts my heart when I heard the story of Bruno's parents, because they were just family dogs. They did not deserve that. And the silver lining is we got a beautiful, very friendly, chill puppy. And so we are really, really excited about him. Your paws are all wet. How'd you get all wet? Were you walking in your water bowl? Oh, thank you. Those are good kisses. You're such a good boy. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us and meeting the new member of our family. We cannot wait to share more fun adventures with you guys. And it is breeding season for the goats, so hopefully we'll have some more videos with them highlighted in it very, very soon as breeding season continues. So don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't yet, because if breeding season is now, that means kidding season is just right around the corner in the spring, and you do not want to miss all of our great spring hitting videos. I know I'm really excited for them. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bruno, come here. What a good boy. Yes, you are so calm and chill. You are such a good boy. Yes, you're such a good boy.